Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Depends. I might work for the station. Oh, no, actually, I did go into the station. I feeling I was leading this for the event.
Most definitely. I know my friend who graduated from there, he ended up staying out there to work at NPR.
Also charging.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would have lived there if I didn't have opportunity.
And I'm hoping to go visit down there. Yeah, so like, you're inspiring me. I'm like, I'm gonna make it happen. You never know.
Well, I forgot about that. We all stood in this giant circle, like,
Oh my
apart, talking to each other.
Someone climbed up on a truck and took a picture of that too.
It might have been you.
I have it.
What was that for? When we did the rally. All the outpost parking lot for the event. So we were all like standing in this big circle and talking to each other. That was the last time we did something in a parking lot.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I had the flu and then I had a baby. Both of which put me down for the count.
A handful, maybe. They're not old. These ones are today.
Yeah.
These are actually spot on.
We're a new non-politics. Good couple first months, yeah. I know, we're not even that old yet. I know, I started with them in November. We officially launched the online program. Like speeding.
No, wait, he's setting up his microphone once he's ready. Jason will hit the mic.
Testing. Jason, do not adjust the mic. You guys make me look good, you understand? You got the good lens. Put some filters on or something. Oh my god. Hey. She is correcting you like one of our children. Jeez. Is this where you guys want me? Can you hear me? I've got head shake, head shake, head shake, head shake.
Isaac,
head shake. I got a head shake from him. You got me? All good? Ready to get started?
We're ready.
All right. Good morning. My name is Jason Young. I'm the District 12 construction engineer. District 12 is Cuyahoga Lake and Geauga counties. We are selling a total of 30 projects this year at a value of $293 million. I'm going to talk to you about 3 projects going on here in Cuyahoga County. They'll be starting here this spring. Today we're out in front of I-90 pavement replacement project. This project will replace the pavement on I-90 between Hilliard Road and West Boulevard and Rocky River, Lakewood, and Cleveland. Also replacing and upsizing of the trunk line to improve drainage. The traffic impacts will be various traffic shifts, bidirectional traffic patterns. I-90 eastbound will be reduced to 3 lanes between Hilliard Boulevard and Warren Road, and various 28-day ramp closures. Estimated to begin construction mid-June, July of this year, with an estimated completion of August of 2027, and a construction cost of $140 million. Next is I-77 Railroad Bridge replacement. This project will replace the CSX bridge over I-77 just south of Grant Avenue and Cuyahoga Heights. The traffic impacts will be off-peak lane closures, traffic pattern shifts, and off-peak complete closures. Estimated to begin construction June of 2024, with an estimated completion date of October 2026. Construction cost of around $46 million. The last one is 490 pavement replacement and bridge repairs, which is going to replace the pavement on 490 between 90 and 77. The project also includes various bridge repairs to the I-490 structure over the Cuyahoga River in Cleveland. Traffic impacts will be various off-peak lane restrictions, traffic shifts, and ramp closures, which include the ramp from I-77 north to 490 west will be closed for 45 days. Ramp from 77 south to 490 east will be closed for 60 days. The ramp from 490 west, State Route 10, which is the Opportunity Corridor Boulevard, to I-71 south will be closed for 210 days. I-490 west to the West 7th Street exit ramp will be closed for 45 days. 490 east exit ramp to Broadway Avenue will be closed for 45 days. And the Rockefeller entrance ramp to I-490 west will be closed for 45 days. Don't worry, all these ramps will not be closed at the same time. Estimated to begin construction June of 2024, with a completion date of September 2026, with construction costs of $47 million. You can stay up to date on all of our restrictions and closures in District 12 by going to OGO.com or downloading the OGO app. Ohio's move over law requires that all vehicles move over for flashing lights. If drivers cannot safely move over, they are required by law to slow down. There were 4,101 work zone related crashes in Ohio last year. We can all decrease this number by slowing down when driving and putting down the distractions. I would like to now turn it over to my best friend, Ray Marsh.
Hello everyone, I'm Ray Marsh, ODOT District 4 and ODOT District 4 Public Information Officer. ODOT District 4 encompasses Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, Portage, Summit, and Stark County. This is an exciting season for construction season, especially here in Summit County. Our $161 million Akron Beltway project is in its final push. Crews are currently replacing the pavement on I-77 southbound between Viodum Boulevard and Princeton Street, as well as I-77 southbound between the Central Interchange and US 224. In fall this year, the new ramp from I-76 westbound to I-77 southbound will open for motors to travel on. This new ramp is much safer than the previous ramp because it allows folks to travel on this ramp at a much appropriate speed because the turn radius is much greater. In late fall of this year, all the ramp closures associated with this project around the Akron Beltway will be lifted, and then we will just have final paving to do with this project, and the completion date is summer of 2025. To the north of this project is our Akron State Route 8 bridge replacement project. This project got started in summer of last year, and crews are currently building the piers of this bridge. Now, this project is unique because the way we are building it. So we are going to be launching the bridge, and what that means is we are building the bridge on the north end, and so the first piece of the bridge that we're going to be building on the north side is going to be pushed across the valley and end up on the south end of the bridge. So launching is set to start here in summer, and we hope to have the first bridge open for folks to travel on in summer of 2025. This project's set to have State Route 8 go from 3 lanes in each direction to 4 lanes in each direction, and then the completion date for that entire project is 2028. Finally, I want to talk about our I-77 widening project in northern Summit County between Gent Road and State Route 21. This project is set to take 77 from 2 lanes in each direction to 3 lanes in each direction. Motorists traveling along 77 should be aware of the current lane restrictions. Right now, crews are working on the inside lanes this construction season, and then next year they will begin working on the outside lanes. This entire project is scheduled to be completed in fall of 2026. As we transition into construction season, I would just like to thank everybody for putting down their distractions when you're behind the wheel. When you make the conscious decision to eliminate distractions, you help a roadside worker get home to their families at the end of their shift. We appreciate, the roadway is their office, and we appreciate everything you do to help keep them safe. And now I'll turn it over to Kristen Neelon, our District 3 Public Information Officer.
Thanks, Ray. I'm Crystal Neelon, the District 3 Public Information Officer. District 3, a little bit closer, sorry. So I'm Crystal Neelon, District 3's Public Information Officer, and District 3 covers Ashland, Crawford, Erie, Huron, Lorain, Medina, Richland, and Wayne counties. This year we have a $425 million construction season beginning. We have 110 new projects that are going to be active this year. 79 of those projects are new for 2024 and worth $289 million. 31 projects are going to carry over from last year. 2 of those projects are the $23 million State Route 18 project in Medina County and the $34 million Dix Express bypass in Wayne County. Both of those projects began in 2021, and they're both going to wrap up at this construction season. I-271 in Medina County is going to be resurfaced from I-71 to the Summit County line. This is an $8.3 million project that's going to begin and end this season. State Route 2 in Lorain County from I-90 to State Route 58 is also going to be resurfaced. This is a $5 million project that will begin and end this construction season as well. And I think the most highly anticipated project in District 3 is the major reconstruction of State Route 21 in Wayne County. This is a $31 million project that is going to completely reconstruct 5.8 miles of 21 between Summit and Stark counties. It'll include 4 safety improvements at intersections along the corridor. These intersections are Eastern Road, Edwards Road, Grill Road, and Clinton Road. This project will also include bridge maintenance and culvert updates. This is a huge project. We just got started on the project this month, and it's not expected to be complete until the 2026. Sorry about that. It's not expected to be complete until the 2026 construction season, so we're going to see work on this project for the next couple of years. Jason, Ray, and I have shared some information on only a few of the projects going on in our areas, but there will be active construction work all over Ohio as we continue to provide a safe, accessible, and well-maintained transportation system. In order to allow us to keep making improvements and maintaining our roadways, We need our crews to stay safe. So please, as you're driving through the construction zones this summer, please be diligent while driving, and be sure to remember that these are people's family and they're working to keep you safe. So let's show them the same respect and keep them safe. And now I'll turn it over to Amanda McFarland, our Northeast Ohio Regional Public Information Officer.
Hi, I'm Amanda McFarland, A-M-A-N-D-A, McFarland, M-C-F-A-R-L-A-N-D, and I'm a Public Information Officer for ODOT here in Northeast Ohio. Thank you all for coming out today, and specifically to Jason, Ray, and Crystal for sharing that information about the specific projects within their districts. It's definitely going to be a busy construction season here in Northeast Ohio, and the projects that they mentioned today are just a few of the 248 projects that are going to be active here in Northeast Ohio throughout the 17 counties that we've got, and that value of all those active projects is $1.7 billion. So there's going to be a lot of work going on this summer. And of those projects, 193 are new for 2024. And of those, the total projects, 248, we've got 32 projects that are focused on safety. And that's at reducing serious or deadly crashes or making it safer for people to walk or bike. 60 are bridge and culvert related projects, and 86 are roadway improvement projects. So we've got a lot all over the board here. And construction season for us isn't always just about building new roads. In fact, 93 cents of every dollar that's being invested is going back into preserving our existing infrastructure. So I think that's important to note, that we're about preserving what we've got and keeping it in good working condition. So this week is National Work Zone Awareness Week, and it's a good time to remind everyone that construction season is upon us and that we need to be packing our patience and driving safely through work zones. For tomorrow, we invite everyone to go orange for National Work Zone Awareness Week by sporting your orange and showing your support for those men and women that do perform these construction operations. And with that, I would like to open it up to any questions for anybody. It can be from any of us. Or maybe we did that good.
I wonder how much money came federally from infrastructure money, anything like that. It's all state.
Every project is very different. So I don't have the breakdown of which projects are completely federally funded or state funded. I'm sorry. I could get you that if you're interested though. Okay.
Can you maybe just talk about what we can expect at this project? It's going to be a big one, busy area. What can drivers expect to see over the next few months?
What can drivers expect out on 90 here over the next few months once this work gets started out here?
Well, it's all going to be based on the contractor's schedule once we get it. It hasn't let yet, but there's going to be traffic shifts, bidirectional traffic patterns.
Explain what that means.
The bidirectional, they're going to be switched.
Just in layman's terms, when people are watching, they're going to have to be patient because they're going to see what when they...
Yeah, the eastbound's going to be reduced to 3 lanes from Hilliard to Warren, and then we're going to have various ramp closures for 28 days, and all that will be coordinated through our public information office to get that out to the public. OGO is a great tool. District 12 sends out every week their weekly public information updates on all of our projects, so that's where all the information is going to come once we get this contractor's schedule and gets everything in place.
Jason, we talked last year about $2.5 billion of infrastructure money coming into the state from Washington. Is that pipeline still flowing with some of these projects through the Infrastructure Act?
Well, the Brent Spence Bridge, ODOT got a large grant for that. That's like $2 billion. And there's still, like Amanda said, each project is differently funded. So there's federal dollars in a lot of our projects, whether that came from the IIJA. That we'd have to get the breakdown and get that to you.
And the railroad replacement bridge on 77, is that an ODOT expense or is that the railroad?
There's both. Like I said, every project's funded differently, but we have a large portion of that funding that.
The question of it, Jason.
Is there anything that sets this year apart from other years, other construction seasons?
The traffic volumes, after COVID, things are starting to pick back up. Distracted driving is a huge thing. I
We can have
mean,
you slide back.
everybody got me on camera because that's the most important. But distracted driving is a real issue for us. I mean, people need to put down their devices and pay attention to the roads. That's my biggest fear, is the safety of our workers out there and our contractors. I forget who it said, but that's our office out there. So we have to be able to work and get it done efficiently and not be afraid that somebody's going to be coming into our zones. A lot of dollars coming in. I mean, this year is going to be a pretty busy year. Next year is going to be really busy. Those are the big things. I mean, trying to find, everybody's short help. So those are some of the big things that are worrying us.
Is this the largest investment, like say in the past 5 years, or however you want to measure in terms of how much is being spent?
For the state of Ohio.
It is. This year is the largest.
Yeah.
Can you say that in a sentence?
Yeah, this is the largest investment in the state of Ohio for construction dollars. This year is.
What kind of traffic shifts can Akron specifically see? Other than that?
Thank goodness I'm out.
So currently, just today on State Route 8 southbound, it was put into contraflow. So on State Route 8 southbound, the lanes between Carroll Street and Johnston are split. So if you're entering from Carroll Street wanting to exit on I-76 eastbound / I-77 northbound, you will want to stay in the right-hand lane. If you want to head on 77 southbound, you stay in one of those left 2 lanes to continue straight. The traffic impacts, besides that, a majority of what's in place around the Akron Beltway will remain the same. Our closures will be in place until late fall this year, and that's for the pavement replacement that you're currently seeing on 77 southbound. So what we're doing with that project, and so that, this is a total of a 5-year project, but this is unique. It's different than any other resurfacing, because what we're doing is we're taking it down from the dirt. We're getting rid of that existing concrete that was there from when the interstates were built back in the 50s and 60s. So it's much more extensive than just a typical resurfacing. So that's why it's like a 5-year project. But we are in the final push, and the main traffic patterns are kind of in place for what you're going to see for this year.
Yeah. You speak to with this Beltway project. This is something that everyone in Summit County has been living with for years now.
Sure.
What will it mean when it's done for the people?
Yeah, so when this project is complete, you'll have 2 new ramps at the central interchange that are much safer to drive on than what was previous in place. You'll have fresh new pavement all around I-76, I-77, and then the main thing is all the ramps will reopen around the Beltway, so folks will not encounter a lot of these closures that they've had these past couple of years associated with this project. So once this is done, it'll be a smooth ride for years to come for Akron residents. Anything else, Summit County area? Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
I didn't even think about it. This is the first week.
So that.
I didn't even think about saying that.
That's what. Yeah.
All right, thanks for not making me look bad, guys.
Well, you have yet to see what they've done. Don't get too crowded, Jason.
You're not driving on